Well, all right, folks, another day in the Oregon Motorcycle Headquarters, and as you can see, I got the YSR torn down. Look in there. Ooh. So I seized the engine again. Yes. It was pretty scary because I was in a corner and everything. So this looks like a blown head gasket. As you can see, this is the head right here, and there's just blowing, you know, crap and fuel out right there. And you can see here, you know, the whole top of the cylinder is just saturated, and you can kind of almost see where it was blown out here or whatever. So there's a copper gasket here. Now I don't know if this like blew because it overheated or whatever. I don't know. These nuts.
Cause some came in the mail today.
Yeah, I did.
These nuts. Got him.
Here, holding the head down, were not loose at all. They were properly torqued, all four of them. But these, and I've pulled this little manifold off before. The nuts holding the manifold, or the bolts holding the manifold, those were like loose. Those were almost like finger tight, all four of them, and that was kind of interesting. So I don't know what was going on there. I think the motor got hot. I don't know for sure if the oil injection was working properly, but I'm gonna bypass the oil injection. I'm gonna pull this cylinder off right now. Let's pull this cylinder off right now, and I want to see. From what I can see in there right now, from it in the bike still, it looks good, and I can actually see like hone marks still. So, and actually, I want to pull it out and get it measured properly too, because the guy that sold it to me said it was, you know, 10 over or whatever. So, yeah, let me pull this off, and then I'll get back to you. I need to get these springs off. That's going to be a little bit of a pain, but anyways. Alright, so here's the piston. I don't know if you guys remember before me telling you like the scarring on it. So I don't know if you guys can see the scarring on it. Let's see. There are some like scrape looking marks, but I've been rubbing my finger on it and I can't feel anything. It feels totally smooth, but you can still see some of the hone marks in here. So it almost looks like, I don't know. I think this is going to be okay. Maybe just hone it out one more time. All right, guys, here's the piston right here. And as you can see, it's kind of like scarred and like got some rub. But as you can see where the wrist pin is, there's no scarring on both sides. So, you know, I'm not a I'm not like, you know, the world's greatest mechanic, but what do you guys think this is from? You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say that this is would be considered piston slap, where the piston is actually rocking back and forth like this within the cylinder. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've mentioned that I thought I was hearing piston slap earlier or in some of my previous videos, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know. The good news is, you guys, I don't feel any scarring anywhere. Like, I'm seriously rubbing my fingers everywhere, and I feel like I could get some Scotch-Brite and buff these out or whatever. I don't know, but that wouldn't solve the problem if the piston is slapping this way. And maybe this piston slap is causing the motor to seize. You know, I don't know. I would love your guys' thoughts and suggestions. But look at this. I'm supposed to have 1.57, so an inch and 57 hundredths or 57 thousandths, I'm sorry. And as you can see, this is hard. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Let's just do something like this. This is definitely oversized. Can you guys see that? It's 1.6, and actually this is about 3 to 4 thousandths under 1.6. The cylinder is measuring out to be 1.6, and this is measuring out to be, say, 1.59 or so. So stock is supposed to be 1.54 or 1.57. So this is definitely oversized, and so is the cylinder. So it might be harder to find a replacement cylinder. I'm not sure yet. I got to do some more investigation work here, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly at this point. So obviously something has to be done. I can't be riding it with the motor seizing up on me like this. And you know, I don't know. To me, it looks like somebody kind of recently maybe rebuilt this motor. There's not much carbon buildup here. There's a 75 there, if that means anything. Like I said, you guys, I love your input. There's not much information on the internet about these engines or this bike in particular. And this is my cylinder here. And this is, so there was a busted, you know, a blown head gasket, whatever you want to say. As you can see, there was crap blowing out, okay, on the front portion of it, which would be the exhaust side. There's the exhaust side, the exhaust port. And the cylinder, again, it looks, you know, kind of funky in there. But again, there's nothing that I can feel with my fingers. And I think that a hone, or, you know, like I said, a little buffing or whatever would get these taken care of. But I want to figure out what's causing this scarring, because again, this looks like the motor doesn't have very many miles on it, you know. Yeah, but wait, here's the little close up right there. So you can see there's not much carbon buildup, you know. But again, guys, I could be missing something here. I would love your input. This is my YSR. This is a 1987 Yamaha 2-stroke street legal motorcycle that I am in the process of restoring. Right now, the first thing to get in order is to get it reliable and running where I can go out and ride it 100 miles. That'll be the goal, to just go out and ride it 100 miles. And then we're going to be getting it painted back to factory specs. And yeah, so I'm thinking at this point I might just buy a rebuild kit, but the rebuild kits don't come with cylinders. So if I buy a rebuild kit, my piston might be too small, right? So I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know what to do now. Anyways, guys, hit that like button. Ding! Hit the subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed, please. And until next time, Oregon Motorcycle. Yes. Ooh. Jesus.